Hi, let's discuss the notifications plan for this Fintech system design, which we are discussing. So it's about fourth video in this series. So in this series, what we will go in, we are going to discuss the notifications plan, that how this whole system will be delivering the notifications in this approach, and we will discuss the both the synchronous approach and the asynchronous approach in this case. So first of all, this is the notification service, which is sitting here as a separate backend microservice. Yeah, and then the database server. In the database server, as we discussed before, there will be a separate notification database or a separate schema for the notifications, where all the relevant notifications metadata will be saved. For all the, it will be containing all of the notification templates and all of the different tables for the, like, these are the different notification tables which will be present in the separate notifications database server. It will be having notification templates both for, as we are also supporting multilingual English, Arabic, or other languages present. So the different templates will be present for all of the languages, the different preferences. It will contain some metadata about the user preferences or the other kind of preferences, if any configurations for all different type of users, and the notification events along with their statuses, if they were being delivered successfully or not. And also it will be containing the notification status delivery logs, in-app notifications, for the mobile apps, for the Android, for the iOS. So, and also the provider config, retry queue metadata. These are the different tables which will be present in the notifications database server. So now the thing is that how the synchronous notifications will be delivered and how the asynchronous notifications will be delivered. So asynchronous notifications will be delivered via our event stream bus, which we are using, which is the Apache Kafka, that we will be using for the asynchronous notifications. Like, for example, our transaction is being completed successfully. So in this case, the ledger notifications, the ledger service needs to send notifications to the sender and also to the receiver. So what it will do, ledger service will push the notification, publish the notification into the Apache Kafka. Here we are basically using the PubSub architecture. So ledger service will publish the notification, publish the event to Apache Kafka, and then the notification service will consume this. So it will be like this: ledger service will publish the notification here, and then notification service will consume that notification from here, and then it will be the responsibility of the notification service to internally send all of those notifications successfully. So how it will do, it can use different, it will be using some internally its dead letter queues here. So dead letter queues are the internal data structure which the notification service will be using if the notification is not being sent successfully for the first time or for the second time. And also the notification service will be using the idempotency formula. The idempotency formula is basically the trace ID, some unique event ID, correlation ID for each request, which it will be using. And like if the first event, so it will make sure using this idempotency unique IDs that one notification is not being sent multiple times to one user, or also to make sure that each unique notification ID is being delivered successfully. To make sure these of things, we notification and not even the notification, each of the backend microservices is supposed to be idempotent in this case. Okay, that is the thing. Events, 'cause these are some of the internal components which the notification service will be using. Like it will be acting as event consumer, and it will have some different classes, modules present internally. Template manager will be the dedicated class which will be handling the templates. Preference manager, channel router, which will basically decide that which notification is specifically for which channel. Is it for email? Is it for SMS? These are some different channels here. Like is it the push notification? Push notifications will be basically the synchronous notifications. In case of push notifications, we will be using the WebSockets or server sent event gateways. But in case of asynchronous notifications, we will be using, like in case of Android, we will be using FCM, Firebase Cloud Messaging. In case of Android, we will be using APN, Apple push notifications, or we will be using SMS or email providers like SendGrid or Twilio for the asynchronous notifications. And if for the we need to send some real-time browser events to internal admin dashboards or to the web portal, we will be using WebSockets and server sent events for the synchronous approach. But here one thing we need to mention here further, that in case of synchronous events, we will not be using the Apache Kafka. Like there is some scenario where we need to send the synchronous event like the auth service need to send the OTP to the user. So auth service will call the notification service in that case directly, and then it will be the responsibility of the notification service to send that OTP directly to the user. In this case, auth service will not communicate with Apache Kafka because it is an asynchronous approach. In this case, auth service will directly communicate with notification service, but in case of asynchronous, we will go to the Apache Kafka approach. And the same goes with the notification service, and notification service will also be doing some loggings. Like so in case of logging approach, notification service will be communicating with the centralized logging service, and the centralized logging service will be doing the logging for all of the notifications. And in separate video, we will also be discussing the centralized logging full plan as well. So yeah, that's it. I think we have discussed each and everything related to the notifications plan. We will be using the separate database servers, separate microservice. There will be some categories of the notifications. Some notifications will be the top priority synchronous notifications, and there will be the asynchronous ones. These will be the different channel routers. We will be using some different types of notifications: SMS, email, push email, notification preferences will also be there. Template management we will do internally, and for the retries approach, we will be using the that letter queue inside it internally. So yeah, that's it. Let's move to another video for the centralized logging approach.